The moment Ethan saw her standing alone in the storm, he knew something was wrong, not the ordinary wrong that comes from a flat tire or an empty gas tank, but a deeper, heavier kind of wrong. Rain hammered against his windshield so hard it felt like the sky was breaking open, yet she didn't move, didn't flinch, didn't even try to shield herself from the cold. She stood rigid, arms locked around her body, like someone trying to hold themselves together before they shattered completely. He slowed the truck, rolled down the window just enough to shout over the storm. "Hey, are you okay?" For a moment she didn't respond. She simply stared at him, water streaming down her face, making it impossible to tell where the rain ended and the tears began. When she finally stepped forward, her voice trembled. "My car, it died. And I didn't know what else to do." Her fear slipped through every word. Ethan didn't ask more. "Get in," he said softly. "You'll freeze if you stay out there." She climbed in, shaking violently, her clothes soaked and clinging to her skin. Ethan turned the heat up high, glancing at her from the corner of his eye. She looked young, mid-20s, maybe, but exhaustion made her seem older. Her knuckles were white where she gripped her seatbelt, as if she wasn't sure whether she was safe. "I'm Ethan," he said, trying to break the silence. After a pause, she whispered, "Lily." Just her name, nothing more, but it carried a weight he couldn't explain. The truck rumbled back onto the road, wipers struggling against the storm. Lily kept staring out the window, eyes darting towards the dark woods passing by them. "You look like you've been running from something," Ethan finally said. Her shoulders stiffened. "Maybe I have." He didn't push further. He'd learned long ago that people reveal their pain when they're ready, not when someone asks. By the time they reached the small diner glowing like a lantern in the storm, Ethan made a decision for both of them. "Let's get you something warm to drink." She shook her head. "I don't want to trouble you." "You're not," he said with a gentle smile. "Besides, I'm cold too." Inside, the warmth wrapped around them like a blanket. The waitress, a motherly woman with tired eyes, took one look at Lily and hurried over with towels and hot cocoa. Lily wrapped her hands around the mug like she was afraid someone would take it away. "You want to tell me what happened?" Ethan asked softly. Lily stared into the steam rising from her cocoa. "I was driving to see my mother. She's sick, maybe dying. And the last time we talked," she broke off, swallowing hard. "We fought. Badly. I said things I never meant. I left home angry and stayed away for years. Yesterday she left me a voicemail asking me to come. Just one more chance to talk. And, I panicked. I packed my things and drove through the night." "Storm hit at the worst possible time," Ethan said. "It was like the world was trying to stop me," Lily whispered. "My car swerved. I hit something. Everything went black. When I woke up, I was outside the car on the side of the road." "Were you hurt?" "Just scared," she said. "More scared than I've ever been." Before Ethan could say more, the diner TV switched to breaking news. A reporter stood beside a mangled car on the side of Highway 41. The headline read, "Driver missing after heavy storm crash." Lily gasped. "That's my car." The reporter continued, "Authorities believe the driver, a woman in her 20s, fled the scene after the crash." "I didn't run away," Lily whispered, tears filling her eyes. "I wasn't escaping anything. I just didn't know where to go." Ethan placed his hand over hers, steady and warm. "You went exactly where you needed to. And now, you're not alone." For the first time, Lily looked at him, really looked at him, and something in her expression loosened, like a knot finally entangling. "Thank you," she said quietly. "You didn't have to stop. Most people wouldn't." Ethan gave a small, honest laugh. "Maybe. But I've been where you are. Lost, scared, wishing someone would slow down long enough to help. The world can be cruel. Doesn't mean we have to be." The storm eventually softened, turning into a soft drizzle tapping against the diner's windows. That was when Ethan decided. "Let me drive you to your mother." Lily hesitated. "It's far. 2 hours at least." "Good thing I like long drives," he said, standing up. She followed him outside, and once they were back on the road, the silence between them wasn't heavy anymore. It felt calming. Lily even relaxed into her seat, though her fingers still toyed nervously with her bracelet. When they reached her neighborhood, the sky was just beginning to lighten. Soft shades of pink and pale gold spread across the horizon, making everything feel gentler, quieter. Lily directed him to a small house at the end of the street. That's it, she whispered, voice shaking. You ready? No, she admitted. But I have to do it anyway. Ethan walked beside her to the door. She knocked. Once. Twice. Then harder. The door opened, and a frail woman with silver hair appeared. Her eyes widened. Lily. Mom, Lily cried, breaking instantly. She threw her arms around her mother. The older woman hugged her tightly, fingers trembling as they clung to her daughter's back. Oh sweetheart, her mother whispered, tears slipping down her cheeks. You came home. You really came. I'm sorry, Lily sobbed. I'm so sorry. Her mother held her face between her hands. Nothing you ever said could take away how much I love you. The moment was fragile, powerful, and Ethan felt something inside his own chest shift. He stepped back to give them space, but Lily's mother noticed him. You brought her home, she said softly. Thank you. I just gave her a ride, Ethan replied. No, Lily said, turning toward him. You gave me a chance to fix what I thought was broken forever. Her mother reached into her pocket and handed Ethan a folded note. I wrote this last night, she said. I didn't know who it was for. I only hoped someone would help her. Ethan unfolded it carefully. The message was simple, shaky, heartfelt. If anyone finds my daughter, please remind her she deserves love, forgiveness, and a way back home. His throat tightened. The universe works in strange ways, he thought. Lily hugged him once more before he left. I won't forget this, she whispered. You don't have to, he said. Just remember to forgive yourself. As Ethan drove away, the sky finally cleared. Sunlight spilled across the road, turning the wet pavement into gold. He felt lighter than he had in years. He hadn't just taken Lily home. He'd reminded himself that kindness always finds its way back, often when you need it most.